to your success. Well, they're all crucial to the success. So here we go. All right, that's a nice pickup and a scoop right off the bat. And she is the half, and she passed to the other one, and right off the bat, we've got a score. So that's a quick score. So that was a nice pickup by the dummy half. She then released it and then very quickly was able to score. So that's very, very fast. To score that fast is pretty unusual, but great play there by ISB. And sorry, I can't see her number who scored. I'll try and update you guys. But that's 1-0. We only go out by ones. There's no kicks, and that's what you go. So that's touch 2. There's your touch. Oh, that ball is a turnover. The ball has to be put down very cleanly. Cannot move on the touchdown. So that is an important play when that happens. Nice run there by 28, who is this one who scored. So I'll get her name in a second. That first score was that is by Molly, who scored that first score. So she's clearly dictating a lot of the play. She'll be one of the games. Oh, that's a little miscommunication, right? There's a little kick when the ball's on the ground. The ball has to stay on the ground. It cannot move when it is put down. And it's one of the very picky rules of touch. So they're going to sub. Oh, that's a hard touch, actually. That's a little hard touch. Sometimes they'll call that. Sometimes not. Depends on the ref. He felt it wasn't too hard of a touch, so that's okay. All right, so they should be setting up a play here if they can. They're taking the touch. This is a swing round. They're trying to do an overload if they can. Out to the wing. She'll take the touch, and if there can be an overload, that's okay. Oh, okay, good try. Not quite a score there. So, slight difference between rugby and touch if you don't know this. In rugby, as long as you get the two hands on the ball in the try area, it's a try. In touch, you do need to control the ball and then put it down. So, a little bit of some slight different rules there. And here comes ISKL, working hard. Okay. That ball's moving again. That ball needs to be down right. The ball cannot move. Ball cannot move. But they're calling a hard. Okay, so there's a situation where they're actually calling a hard touch. So the argument is that on that call that the ISB player touched the ISKL player a little hard and pushed her off the ball. That's why the ball moved. It's, refs make the call. Now that is not. That ball is a turnover. The ball has to be put on the ground, and then right off the bat they can play. All right, so there's the touch. Once the player has been touched, the rest of the team, including the player who's touched, doesn't need to go back 5 meters to get what we call onside. They cannot touch another player until they have pulled back to the 5 meters that they need to be at. So you'll see that happening. When they take a touch, they'll have to go straight back to the try line. That's what they need to do right now. They're back to the try line. All right. Right, so there you go. That's the 6. So a turnover is also on 6 touches. Right, and this looks like they are trying to sub, so the idea is like to bring the ball over to the sub box, and then they can sub if they can do that. You can sub at any time that you want, as long as the ball is, as long as your player comes off, then you sub on for them. So it's unlimited subbing at any time. Referees are not involved in subbing, other than if you sub and you haven't reached the sub box. That's when they will penalize you. All right, so there's a touch. All right, so still 1-0 to the ISB Panthers. We, of course, have the ISKL Panthers as well, but this is the ISB Panthers. So they're setting up the play here. Another strong run there. That's actually not her fault. That's better dumping the ball, as we say. You put the ball down, don't move it. That actually is not, unfortunately. The ball has to be on the ground and cannot move. Now, the call, though, is that there was a hard touch. So they've continued. That's the twice they've called that now. They've called the ISB players for hard touches. And so it then gives 6 more touches to the ISKL girls. That's the conversation. So there's touch 1. Okay. There's touch 2. So because they're at the try line, they can bring it back to the 7-meter line. So you see that white line right there? The girls will now run a play from the 7-meter line. So they are on touch 2. They have 4 more touches to try and score. There's touch 3. They're trying to run a play here. Okay. That was actually a great pass. If it could have been caught, that would have been a sure score. But great play by the ISKL girls. Good imagination. And now the whole point of the ISB girls now is to get a drive, get some room. You don't necessarily have to think about scoring sometimes. You want to get as much room on your drive to get as far away from your touch line as possible. That's your goal right now. All right, so there's another touch. ISKL girls need to go back 5 meters. And she's great play by the ISB girl, but she just stepped out, so almost there. Just wasn't able to keep her feet in bounds. So here we go. ISKL with fresh set of touches, and there we go, touch 1. But the ball's moving again, right? So again, this is a play. This is a call because she was hit as she put the ball down, and so it's actually a foul on the ISB girls. All right, there's touch. Here we go. They're subbing. There's ISKL subbing in a wave. So they're trying to do this as quick as possible. You always want to sub when you're on offense. You do not want to sub on defense because clearly at that point you will have less players on the other side, and it's only 6-on-6. So as a result, it's really difficult to defend when it's 6-on-5 or 6-on-4. So when you're subbing, you got to sub when you're on the offense. It's crucial to save your team all the heartache of that one. Good running here good powerful running by the ISB girls, trying to make as much room as possible. There we go. I think we're on about touch 4. Sorry, I wasn't paying too much attention to that. So there we go. She is going down, and she did not get touched, I don't think. So I think that's another try. I think no touch, no touch. So there we go. Another great try. So that's another try for Molly. She is a 11th grader, certainly one of the strong players, and that's what you need. You need your strong mid to lead the drive. She understands the game. She sees and exploits the spaces, and that's 2 great tries by Molly there. Well done. All right, touch 1. That's better by ISKL. There we go. Initiate the touch. Touch 2. All right, there's touch 3. Now, she will bring this ball back all the way back to the 7-meter line because this gives them an opportunity to set it up. She can actually bring it back to the white line if she wants. There we go. You have 7 meters now. That makes it more difficult for the defense because they have to retreat all the way back. Nice play. She can dive. Oh, that's a nice dive. Just not quite in time. I think she got a touch. Nice try by the ISKL girl. That was a great job. It's hard to see the ISKL numbers. Sorry, I apologize. Oh, that's an interception. So there you go, Molly. I know Molly's name now because she scored 2 tries. Nice touch. There we go. Up, out to the wing. She's with it. There's a nice, great drive. There she goes again. She's got great skill. Wow, that's a great move. There you go. That's a hat trick, if I'm right, by Molly. That's 3 scores for her. So the score is 3-0 for the ISB Panthers. Certainly Molly, obviously, she's an 11th grader. Had been playing touch for quite a while because she really understands the game. She knows to exploit the spaces, and she is doing a great job. But you also have to give credit sometimes to your wings or your other players because they keep the space out on the wings or in the middle, and that means that the other defenders on ISKL have to cover 2 girls, and so it means that she has a chance to go through the middle. So good teamwork on these tries. So again, 3-0 to the ISB Panthers. All right, okay, good try inside, right? So that's a quick pass in the inside, trying to score. I'm not sure what touch we're on, maybe touch 5. So they might have just one more touch, or it might be touch 4. All right, okay, there we go. Forward pass, so again, just like in rugby, the ball must be passed backwards. You can't do a forward pass. So there are certainly some rules in touch rugby that are similar to rugby. There obviously is no tackling and there's no kicking, either after a try is scored or actually during the game. So there's no kick and run that you have in rugby. Right, great play here by ISB again. Nice solid drives. The half is running with the ball. She's looking for options. She takes a touch. Okay, that should be ISB's ball again. Oh, okay. I guess the ref said it wasn't. All right, so there's There's the dump. There's the runner coming on. She gets touched. The half picks the ball up, gives it to another runner. There, she has to go back to where the mark is. That's very crucial also in touch. You can't step over the ball if it's off mark. All right, so this is them slowing the game down to try and set up a play. So that's a quickie that they run there, and hopefully there's a space to score. Nice defense by number 19 there. That is, if I can get number 19's name. That's Gabrielle or maybe Gabby. Well done, Gabby. A good defense there. All right, there she is again. Gabby's up to make the touch and then retreats back to the try line. Oh, that's a nice play, but I think Gabby just got her hand in the play. Oh, actually she didn't. So, well done, ISKL. Great play there. She shifted one direction and then went the other way. Again, it's a very interesting sport, and one of the things that sometimes confuses people is it only takes a light touch, but all that has to happen for a score is the ball just needs to break the plane and get on the ground, and it's a score. So that's why these girls dive. They stay low to make that a play if possible. Oh, all right. That's okay. Sometimes you lose the ball. It's all right. All right, 3 minutes, 38 seconds left in this half. It's actually heated up again. We've lost our cloud cover, so now it is getting hot. We're up to 30 degrees, but as those you know on AstroTurf, it does also sometimes radiate a couple more degrees than that. That's great running by 34. That is number, let's see, 34. Let me find this. All right, that is Emma. So great running there by Emma. Just lost the ball there at the end. All right, good running by the ISKL girls. Yep, well done there. I'm trying to see numbers for the ISKL. I'm not trying to play favorites, but their numbers are actually hard to see when they're running. They're a little light. So that looks like number 5 up there. So that's Sarah. Sarah understands what's going on. Let's see. So there, Sarah takes the touch, and then she moves. That's a 2-man, and she's trying to get the options here. Okay, so that's offsides. Okay, so that was a play. It's offside. So that meant that the ISB girls did not go back the required 5 meters or back to the try line. So that means 6 more touches for ISKL. Hopefully they can use it, and she can attack. All right, trying to attack that space. Good defense there. Great defense there by the ISB girls, staying focused and matching up with one of the girls. So I think we're on touch 2, maybe. So again, right. So the goal here is to bring the ISB girls out, start the touch. They have to retreat back to the line. They have to get to the line, and then you try and score. Great defense again by ISB. So they've still got a few more touches. I think we're maybe on touch 4, possibly. So they've still got a chance to set up a play. Here we go. You want to bring the ISB girls out. Then they have to retreat back to the try line as fast as possible. And then try. Great defense there by, that's 22. That's great defense. She did a couple great plays. Sorry, I'm switching my rosters here. So great play by Lana. Great play there. Great defense. All right, nice inside pass there. That's to number 8. Sorry, I'll try and find these numbers. Oh, I think it's number 8. I couldn't see. Maybe it's number 20. No, sorry. I'll try and find that in a second. All right. Maybe a little misunderstanding there. I think she maybe thought that was the try line. So, unfortunately, it wasn't, but she got a touch, so she's okay. So, they're on the 7-meter line, and now the whole goal again is to slowly set up a play. You want to bring the ISKL girls out, so and then once they touch you, then you attack as quick as possible and score right there. That's a great try, but I think there was a touch. So, but a great drive, great dive there by. Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong roster. I'm looking at the GIS roster. That'd be why I can't find her. So again, that was Molly going for a score. Here we go. Oh, nice play. I think that actually is a try. I think I could be wrong. Oh, there you go. Right. Excellent. Excellent. So that was by Emma. Good job, Emma. Great attacking and a great dive there at the end. So the score, just leading up to halftime, is 4-1 to the ISB Panthers, right? So the ISKL girls get one more drive, and then as long as they keep the ball live, they would have been able to play. But there you go. So that's it right now. Halftime score is, they haven't changed it yet, but I'm pretty sure the score is 4 for ISB and 1 for ISKL. I think they will change it, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. But that is hopefully what is the score. And again, maybe it will change, or maybe I just lost count. All right. So welcome everyone who is watching around the world, right? I'm sure we have a lot of alumni watching. I know on the East Coast it's a little late in the United States. Maybe West Coast a little bit better. Europe, we got some good times. Australia, New Zealand are, of course, a good time. And then, of course, all our IASAS sister schools. I know here at ISM, when we were locked down for 18 months as a coach and a teacher, I think the thing I missed the most was these events. I love teaching, but I also love this situation. I love watching this. I love encouraging our girls and coaching girls, and it's just something that I've always enjoyed doing. And looking back to my high school experience, I also loved playing sports. So it was quite discouraging here in Manila to have not only no kids in school, but no after-school activities. And so it's just great to have this back again, and I'm sure all of the schools and parents and faculty feel the same about that. So there we go. The score has changed. Yep, it is 4-1. And again, if you're just joining us, it's 4 to ISB Panthers and 1 to the ISKL Panthers. So we've got both Panthers there in that situation where we go. So